When the believer is not being taught well about the difference between the resurrected Christ and the Jesus who died on the cross, there will always be a confusion. He will be confused. And when he's confused, he will be full of identity crisis. Listen, nobody is called to pursue the cross of Jesus. No one is called to run after the cross of Jesus. No one is called to put on the cross of Jesus on his shoulder. Just like Jesus said, people just misunderstood the word. The Bible is not a book we quote. The Bible is to be explained. It's to be explained because a lot of it has already been fulfilled by Christ. For example, in the book of Matthew, in the book of Matthew 10, the Bible says in verse 38, and I read, it says, if you refuse to take up your cross and follow me, you are not worthy of being mine. How possible could it be? Now, Jesus here, it's not referring to anybody. Jesus here is referring to himself. He came to die for the world, okay? So what it means is that you must focus on him. That is what is it about. This is what this all is about, okay? So when he said, if you refuse to take up your cross, in another way, if you refuse to see him as the one who came to die for you, you will perish. That is it. No one is called to run after the cross. Now, let me show you something. In the book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 24 says, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me, and the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. When did the Son of God love me and gave himself for me? When he carried the cross, died on the cross, I died. When he carried the cross, I carried the cross. When he died, I died. When he resurrected, I resurrected. That is how it is. No one is called to pursue a cross. No one is called to run after the cross. No. Listen, he said, the life I now live, I live by the faith of the Son of God. So every single person is called to run after the faith of Jesus. Now look at 2 Timothy 4 verse 4. He said, for I am ready being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight of faith. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. So the journey of the believer is to pursue the faith. Is to run after the faith. The cross is a symbol of sin, death, curse, poverty. So when you are cross conscious, you are full of death, sin, poverty conscious. You understand that? That is what the cross means. The cross on your shoulder means you are a sinner. The cross on your shoulder simply means you were all sinners. So cross, we are no longer with a cross again. Why? Because cross has already fulfilled. The part of the cross has already been fulfilled. That's why in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 6 said, but you, O man of God, flee these things, pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, gentleness, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, to which you were also called and have confessed the good confession in the presence of many weakness. The journey of the believer is to fight a good faith. You know, faith is a symbol of righteousness. Faith simply means you are justified. That is what the word faith. So, every single believer has to pursue the faith. We are called to look up to Christ. In the book of Colossians chapter 3, look at what you say, chapter 3, verse 1, it said, for if you then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on earth. For you are dead and your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, shall appear, then you also shall appear in his glory. It's no longer in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, it's about the cross. After that, from Romans going, it's about faith. So the believer is no longer to pursue cross, he is to pursue the faith. Two different things here, and when you misunderstood it, you miss it. So our journey is to pursue the faith of Christ. Our journey is not to pursue the cross.